As you reach an advanced level, it's time for you to refine your passes. The best advice I could give you is the same advice I would give if I'm talking about the guard, is the gripping. I need to get rid of every grip of my opponent and be in a neutral position in front of him where I and only I will decide what kind of passing I'm going to use. Not what kind of passing I'm using in function of what kind of guard is using. You make him play your game, not the opposite. This concept is one of the most important and easy to understand, but one of the hardest to apply. Even a world champion made the mistake to think that they can break another opponent's favorite game. I think about Levi Jones against Lepre. Lepre is better, but he chose to play against Levi's favorite game and lost by points. The second advice is diversity. Passes are for me divided in different categories. The most obvious one is the direction of the side you're passing. You should not be perfectly ambidextrous at every pass on each side, but having some strong passes on the right and others on the left. And you should be able to switch from one side to the other to confuse your opponent and make him move. Those movements will help you to find a hole into his guard. The third advice is the type of pass you're going to choose, and again, you need to switch between them. When I'm talking about the type of passes, I mean pressure passes, dynamic passes, aerial passes, quick passes, and sometimes a specific pass overlaps between different categories, like a knee slice with pressure to a long step with speed. Then you add the diversity of passes and the switching side. You overwhelm your opponent switching sides and changing the type of passes. You can pressure knee slice, then long step dynamically. Switch to the other side while holding its pants and pinning his leg to the ground, to a pressure leg drag to the other side to a back take. This should be your objective, not forcing only one pass and being stubborn, as you're giving time to your opponent to think about his defense. But if you bring him into a storm of passes, and I'm not telling you to lose yourself in this hurricane, every movement should be decided and precise, as only one of you can commit a mistake which will be taken advantage of. Your guard is your treasure and should be cherished as if. Don't let anyone pass it.